thinking about all these lovely introductions. I'm feeling a lot better today. I've abandoned the diet. The diet's off, the gut is back on. And I feel like I'm 10 times better for it. Good morning to all the party people out there and the non-party people as well. Everyone, we're all inclusive over here, brother. Black, white, brown, grey, whatever colour you are, you're more than welcome, as long as you got money in your pocket, that is. If you don't got no money, don't call me. First step is to figure out what's happening today. That's always the first step, isn't it? You've got to figure out what's happening before you can do it, right, John? You agree with me? That's all right. All right, lovely. The only reason why you agree with me is because I pay you, but that's all right. Who cares? I don't have to write nothing. What did P. Diddy say? P. Diddy said this. They asked him. He's like, hey, do you write the raps? And he said, it doesn't matter because I write the checks. And that's really resonated with me ever since I've heard it.
It ain't no thing to do my thing, it's what I did the best. Yes. I copped that crib and bought 2 chains and then I hid the rest.
What do we got here? Ford Ranger PX2, nudge bar, chrome nudge bar, fitted. You can see over here that it is sensor compatible. This one has a particular shape to allow it to actually go in between all the sensors. Nice chrome nudge bar. Once again, OEM fit, OEM quality at aftermarket prices. So if you're looking for a nudge bar, we've got them available for most makes and models. Right, have a look on our website, ozcanopies.com.au, and to see whether or not we've got a nudge bar available for your vehicle. Pretty straightforward to fit if you want to do it DIY. Alternatively, we do have a fitting service available as well. What do we got here? We have a Revo. So Revo, if you don't know, a little bit of a tidbit for you people. Let me put my arm over here so that you can actually figure out. We're going to talk about naming conventions, right? I don't know if we all know, but Toyota is a global manufacturer, and then they call their vehicles different things in different places. So the Hilux is also called the Hilux all over the world. However, it does have a different naming designation. Now, Revo means all the Hiluxes built 2015 to current. Known as the N80 Hilux here is sometimes the common name designation. The one with the 2.8 litre engine, 2.8 litre hybrid now is also available. You do have, I think, the petrol option in the base models as well. So that's just a little bit of four-wheel drive insight for you people. Now, another thing is, if you want to have a look at this one, notice if your Hilux has these hooks on the side, right, it's a little bit of education for y'all. If your Hilux has these hooks on the side, it's here known as an SR. So the SR and SR5 designation, it's only used in Australia. Overseas, they actually don't use that designation. These ones that have the hooks on the side, right, and the tailgate opens with the 2 latches, these are known as JDECs overseas, and it can sometimes be helpful as us as sort of supplying, is sort of given those sort of international designations, because SR, SR5 work, mate, they're not as globally used, and then international manufacturers of aftermarket parts who've got customers in other markets, understandably, they use more of the global designation that Toyota uses, which is JDEC, ADEC. So this one's a JDEC, which is equivalent to our SR here. The quick way to know, typically it's got the welded headboard, it's got the hooks on the side, it's got the tailgate that opens with the 2 latches. So SR is JDEC, and then you have also the SR5, which is the more popular model in this country. That one typically will have the sports bar, it'll have the smooth sides, and it'll have the single pull handle for the center. So whether or not it's an SR, SR5, ADEC, SR5 is known as ADEX in overseas designations. So that's a little bit of insight for you guys. Now, more importantly, for us, what is this ute getting? So let's have a look at the job card very quickly. This is me putting some elevator music for y'all. I just want y'all to be always entertained. All right. I've also shaved, so I'm looking at less like, how can I say, someone who drives a van with all the windows boarded out, and more like a productive member of society that wouldn't harm a fly. So that's good. So this one's getting a load shield, all right? So that's going to get a hard lid, right? So we're going to remove all these bits and pieces, right? We're going to remove the tonneau cover. Once again, we do charge to remove the tonneau covers. I know last time I stirred up a bit of controversy by saying that, hey, we do charge to remove the tonneau covers. So yeah, so this one's tonneau cover's got to be removed. Right, we're going to cut the headboard. We're going to figure out what we're going to do with these sort of reversing lights and these sort of like thing lights. It's going to be interesting to see exactly what we're going to do there actually. But we'll figure that out. So it's going to be nice to see how this one comes up. So that's this one. So this one's also getting a tow bar fitted. BTA tow bar. lifetime warranty. You're tired of hearing me say it, but I'm going to say it again. It's tow bars in and out, tow bars all day, every day. 3.1 ton towing capacity for this MR Triton, which is going to be its maximum towing capacity. That's going to include all the wiring fitted and all that type of stuff. I believe we're doing these $900 fitted out the door, which is a incredible price, to be honest. I don't think anyone's doing them at $900. That's because we're crazy, right? But that's all right. Our craziness is your benefit. My loss is your gain. Give us a call. Another Trundle draw. Come through. Cab chassis. More naming conventions, more knowledge for you people out there. All right. This is the cab. This is the chassis. Cab, chassis. Look at that. All makes sense when you think about it, doesn't it? All right. This one's getting a Trundle draw fitted. The tray has been removed. We've got these. This is the OEM genuine tray. The genuine tray from Toyota comes with these sort of crossbars, which make it a little bit easier to actually fit Trundle drawers. Most people actually don't fit Trundle drawers on the OEM Hiluxes, but we figured out a system where we can actually fit them quite quickly and quite effectively. If you've got a Toyota genuine tray and you are having trouble finding someone to fit on there who would fit a Trundle drawer for you, give us a call, Oz Canopies and 4x4 02 9627 8666 ozcanopies.com.au. I wish I knew more people's credit card numbers. Instead, I've just memorized that. Let's come out, John. Let's show the people the chaos outside, right? What else is going on? I could have been a singer. I'm a multi-talented individual. I could have genuinely been a singer, John, right? But instead, I'm here talking. I'll give a sample. I don't know. I got to think of something. Just give me a second while I'm yapping. I'll think about something. But let's talk about what's also happening over here. You can see the chaos, right? We've got this container that still needs to be unloaded, right? We've got a bunch of camper vans at the moment. There's still a couple of them left in there. We've got all of these parts that have been transferred from our other warehouse. This is a big boy operation. I'm a big boy, so that means I've got a big boy operation running over here. All of these parts either have to go out to customers, they have to go into our local stock over here. We've got these canopies that have returned from paint. Customers need to be contacted. This paper over here designates who the customer is, what other bits and pieces, any kind of options that might be fitted to the canopy, what type of windows it's got, whether or not it's got roof racks, other bits and pieces, etc., etc. We just want to make sure that the canopy obviously is ready before the customer is contacted to make sure that they get it in the way that they want it. So we've got other canopies coming around. We've got some deliveries. We've got some Titan drawers delivered. Once again, a lot of people don't fit Titan drawers. It's a big headache job, but we got it down. We got a system, we got templates, we got all of these bits and pieces to make sure that you, as the customer, is getting the best product at the best price. People tell me, why do I do this? You know what I mean? Is it just for personal enrichment? Is it just to put money in my pocket? No, it's actually not. I live and die for man. I'm here to make sure that you get the best quality bits and pieces for you, and you stop paying all those silly prices at TJM, at IMM 4x4, at JoeBlow4x4.com.au, who want to charge you double, sometimes triple, lad. I've heard quotes that will make my head spin. Ridiculous. Don't be silly. Come to Oz Canopies and 4x4. Go on ozcanopies.com.au. Get yourself a great price on any of the bits and pieces that you're looking for in your 4x4. If you're looking for wheels, tyres and suspension, you've got to go someplace else. We don't got a hoist, we don't sell wheels, tyres or suspension, but apart from that, we do all the little bits and bobs that you might be interested in, right? Mainly specialising in covering the back of the tub, so your rollers, your canopies, steel or fiberglass, your other bits and pieces. I'm your man. That's Chris. That's the morning. We will go ahead and get stuck into the day. Peace. System pumping, party jumping. We're in front of the gym at the moment, except we're not having as much of an enjoyable morning as those people in there, you know what I mean? Look at that, the lovely people in there are jumping around. But anyway, for us, the more important thing is this nudge bar that we're talking about. Look at that. Look how solid that is, lad. Look at that. Look at that. You can hang anything off that, bruv. Bro, you can hang yourself off that if you want to. I wouldn't recommend it. If you or anyone that you know is having suicidal thoughts, please call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline. All right? Suicide is a permanent solution to a temporary problem, brother. All right? Maybe you know what you do to get yourself a little bit happier. You come and you buy a nudge bar. Look at this. Right? You put this nudge bar. This nudge bar cures depression. I've got the scientific papers that are ongoing. I've paid all the scientists, of course, and they're all going to come out. Well, just because Pfizer can pay all those scientists and tell you that the vaccine is safe, why can't I pay all those scientists, those said scientists, and say that the nudge bar cures depression? Right? Why can't I say that? In fact, I am saying that. All right? The scientific papers are coming out. But anyway, have a look. Chrome nudge bar, fitted, Ford Ranger, PX2, sensor compatible. These are your parking sensors. I'm going to give the people some more knowledge, John. I'm going to give them the insight that they need because they can know that I'm the expert here. You've got the front parking sensors, and then on top of that, look over here. See, this one is blanked out, but this one is open. Do a little compare the pair. I won't use my middle finger. That's rude. I'm going to use the index finger over here, all right? So see how that one's cut out? But then this one over here is blanked. So why that is blanked is because behind here, there's actually the adaptive cruise control sensor, right? So that's how we know that this particular Ford Ranger is fitted with the tech pack. It was an option at the time to give you an adaptive cruise sensor. Now on the current generation Rangers, they all come with adaptive cruise. So there you go, a little bit of insight come around over here. We've also got the 2 light tabs on top. They give you the opportunity to mount a small light bar, maybe some spotties, whatever you want. All right, so we're winning. And that is the nudge bar job. So now we'll move over to the tow bar to look for the light flashing, so I'm not out here wasting my comedic genius for nothing. All right, because you never know. Sometimes the things come out. I'm like a goldfish, right? As soon as I spit out something that is remarkable comedically, right, I will forget about it. So what I got to do is I got to make sure that the camera is rolling before I start saying things, because you don't know what kind of genius or what kind of racist comment can come out of this mouth at any given moment. We've got to make sure it's all on record. All right, easy enough. So tow bar, fitted, MR Triton. Not too sure on the year model. It doesn't matter. 3.1 ton towing capacity, lifetime warranty. All right, come around over here. 7-pin plug fitted, ready to tow. All right, $900 out the door. Worst case scenario, it's $950. $900 or $950, depending on whether or not the person that you call likes you or not. No, I'm kidding. I think it's $900 fitted for the MR Triton. So, once again, BTA tow bar. These ones all come with a anti-rattle and anti-theft hitch pin. So that means that no one can steal your ball, right? Because everyone knows if your balls get stolen, you got bigger dramas than a tow bar being fitted on your MR Triton. So that is that. Midday update. Yeah, Bella, what do you need? Live. What do you need?
He's saying that there's a 90 kilo thing, but there is no steel canopy package for TNT that's 90 kilos.
Yeah, that's all right. Maybe someone else took it. Who cares?
Okay,
80 by 10. Yeah, that's all right. Who cares? Could it be the fiberglass canopy, or is that one gone? Yeah, the fiberglass canopy. Yeah, I doubt it. Soft tonneau cover. This one is quite interesting. This is going to be a EGR genuine soft tonneau cover. All right, to be fitted on this next generation Amarok over here. Right.
It's quite interesting. You have to sort of come out, you have to take off these sort of side arms, and then you're going to have to sort of assemble. It's going to be nice actually to see how this one comes up, right? This is as far as soft tonneau covers go. The EGR one is probably by far the best one, bang for your buck. But I mean, the way that I feel it, if you're going to end up spending like $1,200 for a tonneau fitted, or even over $1,000 for a tonneau fitted, you're probably better off getting something that's going to last a little bit longer than just like your leather tonneau. I mean, it's a quality bar. I'm not going to deny that it's not a quality bar. But sorry, not a bar. What am I going on about? It's not a bar. It's a soft tonneau, leather tonneau cover. So that's that. This one, steel canopy, Nissan Navara, another steel canopy, another day, more steel canopies, more that. More steel canopies than days, as far as we're concerned here at Oz Canopies and 4x4. So, steel canopy, 300 kilograms loading capacity. You guys are interrupting the brilliance that is my midday vlog update. God. Right, I'm a performer. These guys, you know what? No one's got respect for the creative process over here. That's the real drama. Right? Creativity, you can't just come in there, you got to think, I'll get into a flow state. You can't disrupt my flow state. So, steel canopy, fitted, Nissan Navara. This Nissan Navara has seen some days, man. This Nissan Navara is definitely a work vehicle. Look at the state of this bad boy over here. You know what I mean? Once again, I love to see a ute in this condition. You know what I mean? Don't baby your utes. Thrash your utes. Hashtag thrash your ute. Oz Canopies and 4x4. I mean, Jesus, look at this one. This one's got a new window in there. Different colours in that. Two-tone glass. It's the first that I've ever seen. I don't want to touch it because otherwise it might break and there are more dramas. All right, so that one's getting a steel canopy fitted. Ah, yes, this was the Hilux in the morning that I had forgotten about because I've got the memory of a goldfish. Anyway, the hard lid is on. Look at that, John. Right? EGR load shield. This is a great lid. Look how high that opens up. That's higher than most of your aspirations. That's higher than most of the goals you'll ever achieve in your life. Well, it's definitely higher than the goals that I've achieved in my life. You know what I mean? Not trying to knock anyone. It just opens real high. So, yeah, that's it. Lovely. It's been done. We had to chop the headboard as well. If you'd noticed at the earlier part of this video, whether or not you're watching a short or whether or not you're watching the long one, I don't know. Anyway, that this vehicle did have a headboard. It got cut down, and then we fitted some additional brackets at the front over here. That allows the lid to actually be clicked on quite easy. And the great thing about this lid is that it's actually quite easy to remove. So all you got to do is kind of unscrew it, knock it off, boom, tilt it up. You got to have, a mate, so you do have to have a friend, right? That does eliminate some of your asocial bastards, right? So you need a friend to give you a hand to lift this one off. But once you sort of tilt it up, it does come off quite easy, right? And it's really great in its simplicity, this one. So there's that. I don't know where we're at. There's also going to be a little tailgate lock fitted to this one as well, but that one we'll discuss later. We'll go ahead and we'll see where we're at. This one, manual roller shutter, next gen Ranger, $1,400 supplied. You've got that's nothing. $1,400. You know what? Every time I say these prices, I'm going to myself. I'm like, but we're gonna increase these prices damn near immediately. We've been selling these rollers now going on 5, 6, more than that. We've been selling these rollers over 5 years and the price hasn't changed, brother. In that time, houses have basically doubled, close to triple in some areas. Your groceries have easily doubled. All of this, the cost of pressure. I'm a one-man army against inflation in this nation. One-man army against inflation in the nation. Yes, that's, bro. Am I on fire today or what? So, what else do we got here? Trundle. Is this 15 or 1700? 1700 Trundle draw, 1700 millimeters, right? Not $1,700. Actually, no, it's a lot less than that. It's like less than $1,300 fitted for the Trundle draw. Can I around with this? Yeah. I'm here to around with it. Boom. That's it. That's the car was sending it like this. That's all it gets. The tray's gone. It's going to come back. Where's the tray? It's nowhere to be seen. What does he want? You want the car? You want the thing? What's more valuable? You can go get yourself another tray. You said you wanted a draw. Now you got a draw. I never said anything about putting the tray back on. Anyway, jokes. Tray's got to go back on. Come around, John. Show the people what we've done over here, right? How the Trundle draw actually fits. You got to have lovely shorts of this. People want to learn, right? I'm an entertainer, but primarily I'm an educator, right? So you didn't listen to your teacher at school. That's why you're watching these videos, right? But at least now listen to me. Get some knowledge in your head. So what we've had to do here is we've had to add some additional brackets to the mounting points on the Hilux tray as they are. Understandably, what we want to do is we want to have sort of 3 points of contact. What we've had to do here is actually come around, John, you can see at the front over here, where we'll sort of like welded it up. An additional bracket had to come off for this front one over here, just so that we've got sort of 3 points of contact, which, to be honest, for the weight of the draw, which must be about 80 or so kilograms at most, and then 100 kilograms load capacity, it's an overkill, but we'd rather overkill it than underkill it. That's what I say. You know, overkill. Kill more, I say. I say more war. Right? I say more killing. Everyone's looking for peace. That. Peace doesn't get you up in the morning, right? Enemies do. Threats. Right? I need to be threatening. So yeah, that's everything for the midday update. Once again, I apologize for having to subject any of you people who actually watch this video to myself. To be honest, you guys got to be... There's so many other things. You could be on fucking Pornhub right now. And you're on fucking YouTube watching me, lad. You know what I mean? Like, you could be... Bro, there's tits on the internet. You know this, right? Like, this is crazy. You're on TikTok, bro. What do you mean? That's crazy to me. You know what I mean? There's so many other entertaining... You can be on miniclip.com. Is miniclip still on, happening? You know, maybe that was beyond that. You want to know? He's doing all of that. Miniclip, there used to be this hectic website where you could just, like, play flash games. It was mad. Oh, fucking Newgrounds. You know what I mean? These are going back, bro. You know what? Getting old sucks. Getting old sucks so much, bro. It took a depressive take because it's the reality situation. You got to get old. Bro, look, you know what? Once the bills start, they never stop. That's the worst part about it. So my recommendation to anyone watching this, any young fella, is as much as you can, avoid that first bill coming. Because once the first bill comes, it does not fucking stop, right? Bro, I'm telling you, the smart ones, for all my people on Centrelink right now, my heart goes, use the smart ones. You got to go on Centrelink, get on Centrelink, all right? This government doesn't care about you. Take as much money as you can, right? We're here, we're working, we're paying tax. So yeah, you don't have to have a nice, who cares, bro? What's wrong with a VX Club Sport? A VX Club Sport's a nice car. So we get about 25 grand for a clean one, I reckon. Yeah, about 25 grand for a clean one. So don't worry about that. But VX, just regular, not even a Calais. You don't need a Calais. You know, a Calais is too fancy for you. A VX Commodore Calais is too fancy for you if you're watching this video. Bro, we're all over today. That's it. Commodores. What do we do? What do we know about Commodores? What do you guys know about Commodores? All I'm saying is, 3 a.m., if you're kicking on with the boys, there's no place comfier on the planet than the back seat of a VL Commodore. Not with your mates together, you know what I mean? Don't assume that. I'm just saying for a VL. And look, another thing on VL Commodores is people actually assume that they're heavier than they are. VL Commodores are about 1150 tear. That's more of a race car than it is a sedan. A sports sedan. That's what it is. Australia's first sports sedan. Does it actually count as a sports sedan? I don't know. It's got an engine from Japan, right? But that's the best thing. You get the best things from Japan, and then you get the best things from Australia. And you combine it, and then you get the VL, even turbo, just a regular one. Regular RB30 VL Commodore, that's a great car. That's a sensational car, and that's reflected in the used car values for them. So that's that. I don't know where we ended up, why we started where and where we go, but a lot of my rants and ramblings is a lot like your life, right? You don't know generally what step it's going to take, you know what I mean? Best laid plans. You can plan a pretty picnic, but you cannot predict the weather. Signing off, Chris. We'll actually go ahead and touch base once all the rest of these vehicles are done.